Thank y'all for hanging around. Liberty's a really good football team. Their running backs are really good. 20-0 are two of the best running backs we've ever played since I've been here. They are physical and ran and just basically ran through us. Was very impressed with their team. Jamie does a phenomenal job. They deserve all the credit. And then defensively, they just suffocated us. Very disappointed, and not disappointed, very frustrated. I know we can play better than that. We've shown glimpses of it. So that was a tough loss. What a great crowd. What a great crowd. Very thankful to Scott Carr and Dan and all the guys that are doing, and all our ticket people and everything that's working there. Ken Jessa with the campus and all the things that they're doing. All the marketing was awesome. Our kids have been playing well, so there was some buzz about it. And we didn't play as well tonight as we would like. We got a little down, a couple of days off, and then we'll get back to work and try to keep improving. We have improved. That showed us we got a lot more to do. They're a really good football team. I'll take any questions at this time.
Coach, you took out Keyone. Is he healthy, or what was the reason?
No, he was healthy. The game was out of reach, and they were. We felt like give Grayson a chance to get back in there and play some and see how he would do, and he made some plays. We started changing a lot of guys out at that time, and trying to get some more guys, some more experience, and also trying to take care of some guys too. But I thought Grayson went in and made some plays and did some things good.
Keyone is only 18 years old.
Yep.
Way ahead of his time. Was this something come back to earth, or how do you assess his performance today?
I've got to watch it on film, like coaches always say. I don't want to say something out of tune-up, but he made some good throws. He made the one bad play there, like throwing the ball away and they intercepted it, was tough. He'll definitely learn from that. But he's an excellent player. He's going to be an excellent player for us. We think he's really good. But they kind of suffocated us a little bit on the rush some with just a 4-man rush, which we don't want happening. But they're a good football team, and I think the world of Keyone, and I think he's going to be a heck of a player. And I think he is a really good player. It just happens sometimes, and it'd be good to. Bill Parcells always said you can find out a lot about a quarterback when they throw a pick. If they'll step out there and if they'll step in and throw the next play, he always does. And you'll also find out when he gets hit hard, will he step back up in the pocket? He always does. And then you'll find out what they're after when they win, and you'll find out what they feel out after they lose, how they bounce back. So he's got the next phase to go here after a loss and see how he bounces back. I believe he'll bounce back with his attitude and character and everything he has. He'll bounce back, and so will the team.
What were bright spots if you saw any individually or team-wise?
Chris Mitchell is still getting open. Also our Eric Rivers shows you his speed and athleticism. I thought that some of the defensive backs did some good things. Covering at times. They hit us inside on a few things that we haven't had happen on our inside players. But I thought they all competed well. But we'll have to look at the film. It wasn't real pretty hardly anywhere. They pretty much dominated us. Yep.
How different was the preparation?
Oh, well, it was a lot. It was, Mean came in and did a good job in his spot. But, losing Bach, who's an anchor of our offensive line, and he'll be back. Had a thumb they had to get operated on. He'll be back for the New Mexico State game. And then Peace had a hurt PCL. We'll see if he'll be able to get back, hopefully, for the New Mexico State game. So that that's a big change there. So we had to move some different guys around and that type of thing.
Do you kind of feel like fatigued on the defense? Obviously, you guys had a lot of 3-and-outs for the most part on offense.
We were fatigued. We didn't tackle well. We didn't get them out on some third downs we needed to get them out on. We kind of wore down a little bit, but they were a big part of wearing us down. They ran right through us.
Coach, one of the bright spots for FIU was their defense forcing 3
yep.
turnovers. One of the FIU's sole touchdown coming out of one of those turnovers. Just talk about Manuel and the defense's ability to force.
Yeah, it was good that they could force those turnovers. We didn't take advantage, but one of them we did take advantage of some other ones. But I thought their overall effort. I guess going back to what Walter said, I thought our overall effort, they kept playing hard. I really believe they really did keep playing hard. They kept fighting. They kept going. which is extremely important. But we definitely didn't feel like the game was going to go that way coming in at all. I thought it would be definitely a nail biter, but it wasn't. And give the credit to Liberty. They definitely outplayed us tonight.
I think you guys kind of kept Salter a little low on the passing yards for the most part. So
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys handled him tonight.
I thought we did well with him. The one slant, you never should throw a slant for 8 yards and go 70 yards. We missed 2 tackles on it, didn't cover it tight enough. We got to coach that up better for our kids. Obviously, they saw something to run that like on their early 3rd down play. So that was something that we needed to look at and look back at film and see what we're tipping off there to be able to hit that. You usually don't hit the inside guy, and that's just not good. I thought, but we did some good things. We'd let them run the ball too easily on us though, and we haven't been doing that. We would hit the guys at the line of scrimmage, and they would just run right through us. So we've got to wrap up better, tackle them lower. We kept talking about tackle the engine, which is their legs, and we just didn't get it done. And that we got to coach that better.
I guess what's the message to these guys after this happens? Kind of just to flush it away and move on.
Yeah, the message to them is we've come a long way. That proved us to us. We got a long way to go, but we've come a long way. I mean, we've come a long way, but we have got to find another notch and find another gear. And we will. These kids keep being resilient. They keep pushing. They keep going. And hopefully we'll get a couple more guys back for the New Mexico State game and get a run in October, which that's going to be a lot of fun, playing all those televised games on Wednesday nights. And so that'll be a lot of fun for the kids. And so we're excited about that opportunity and go from there. But we'll definitely get back, and they'll work hard, and we'll bounce back. We played 5 games in a row. We've been going a while, and I felt like we've been trying to cut back on practice. We're trying to do all that to try to help us to keep our legs. But when they kind of kept driving on us, you did see us wear down a little bit, and then we didn't really keep the ball as much as we needed to.
Coach, how important do you think this upcoming week off will be for this team to sort of recover and get ready for that Wednesday night?
Yeah, we need some recovery time. There's no doubt. And then it gives us a couple extra days also to prepare for New Mexico State, and they have the same thing that we do. But we'll have some time to get our legs back, get some guys healed up a little bit more, and be more to full force when we head to New Mexico State. So it is big for us.
But you mentioned the interior of your offensive line, Ming, I think, center. Who else participated there, and how's your depth in the interior?
Yeah, so Wyatt started at guard, but Wyatt's been rotating in at guard with him and Peace, trying to give them breaks and did a good job. So we played Ming at center, Wyatt at guard, and then J.D. Lee played both tackle spots and center. He was kind of our rotate guy, and did a good job with did okay at times with that. So when we get the other 2 guys back, that'll give us some more depth and should be able to rotate in there a little bit more.
How does Liberty look, ranking maybe as best team you played this year, or all the teams you played last year? Played some good teams last year as well. What did you think of them overall, as how they stack up, I guess?
Yeah, their running game and their the way they played us tonight. They're one of the best teams we've played since we've been here. They're up there with like Western's been, and I would say like UTSA was when we played them. They got physical players, good physical running backs, a good athletic quarterback, and they played well against us on defense, so they did really well there.
Rocky Beers got the start tonight. Just what do you see from him?
Well, Rocky's just a really good player. He's an all-around, has been doing really well at everything. We rotate those tight ends in and out of there, and but Rocky did some good things. Rocky's I think we have, those 3 tight ends are kind of interchangeable in a lot of ways.
You mentioned Keyone. I think his demeanor. I think he hasn't lost a game on being slightly facetious since the 4th grade or something. I think
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit later than that, but how did he handle this? Because he's not really used to losing football.
Right. I talked to him a little bit, but I haven't talked to him much. I'll talk to him when I leave here, or I'll talk to him when I see him, tomorrow and everything. So, talk to him some. But I know with his attitude and his demeanor, he'll bounce back quick. He will.
Anything else, guys? Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. Keyone Jenkins. We will take questions.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Keyone, obviously leading up to the week, you guys lost John Hall was the adjustment working with the new center for you at least?
You know, it was always next man up mentality. You know, those guys went down. We prayed for them. Hope they got better real soon, quick, fast, in a hurry. But, you know, it was next man up. We was depending on the guys to step up and play that role, starting that role. You know, we wasn't looking for anything different, you know, just trying to get better and continue what this offense was doing these past couple of weeks.
You've won, I think, like 29 consecutive starts. What's it feel like for you to actually lose? You're not used to this feeling.
Man, I don't feel nothing right now, you know. It's one loss. One game don't define us. So I can take a loss, you know what I'm saying? And I can account for that loss, you know what I'm saying? I can hold myself accountable for that loss, and I can take everything, you know. I'm sorry. But it's okay. I know my teammates, they depend on me. They expect me to bounce back, and I'm holding those guys holding everybody accountable, holding myself accountable as well. And, you know, just going to get back in the lab and do better. Got to get better.
Do you remember when the last loss you
Yeah, I lost. My last loss was the first game my junior year. We lost to St. John Bosco back in 2021.
the first game of that?
Yes, sir. I got hurt that game, too, as well.
You got hurt?
Yeah.
You didn't finish again?
I didn't finish again.
What did you see from Liberty that maybe was different that you hadn't seen yet?
They didn't play as much man as we thought they was going to play coming out. You know, we thought they was a man team, but they played a lot of press bell, mini four, and we couldn't figure out a way to attack it. You know, we game plan for something else, but you know, we hit certain things in the game. We just got away from it a little bit, but and then the pressure, you know what I'm saying? They brought more pressure than we expected, but it's okay.
So they brought more pressure and they played more zone?
Yeah.
I guess just for you, obviously, this is your first loss in a very long time. Just how do you kind of flush this one and move on to New Mexico State?
It's over with. Once the clock hits 0-0, game over with. Just like with a win, you know, it's over with. Got to get back in the lab Monday, get better. You know, just keep my teammates' head up. You know, everybody was down a little bit. I told them it's okay. It's one loss. One loss don't define us. We gonna bounce back for sure. The interception, okay, we had a guy come across field on the drag. I tried to step up in the pocket. I got a little pressure. And as I was throwing, I was getting tackled. So, you know, I couldn't really finish the throw how I wanted to. And it just kind of dropped on me. And the guy, he made a good play. I got hurt that play, too, as well. Yeah.
You got hurt that play?
Yeah.
What was the injury?
He fell on the guy from the back of my leg, and my knee and my ankle started hurt a little bit.
How do you feel now?
It still hurts. I'm going to come and get it, treatment tomorrow and Monday, get it better.
You're not going to miss any time?
I'm not missing no time.
Coming up now for you and the team, these Wednesday night games. Have you ever played on Wednesday night before? What's that going to be like?
You just got to prepare better. I never played on Wednesday night, but I know everything got to be more intense. You got to be more locked in mentally and physically. You know, the week is shortened, so, you know, you got to attack the day. Carpe diem.
Obviously, how does this loss kind of help you moving on? You know, you obviously have to play Western Kentucky, which is one of the top teams in Conference USA. You still have like Jacksonville State, which have for the most part.
This loss right here, I'll say it's going to show like what we could do next week, really. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much as far as how we could take a loss and move on from it. That's pretty much it. Not letting it, you know, affect us in the next week. You know what I'm saying?
You want to talk a bit about FIU's sole touchdown drive late in the first quarter and then what clicked for the offense?
Okay, so we ran a play that we knew that was gonna work when they gave us like a zone coverage. We attacked it very well. We got the ball to Chris Mitchell, made a big play, got us down in the goal line. Had a run, gave a handoff to Keyone Jenkins. He got us to the 1 yard line. It was supposed to be a touchdown, but you know what I'm saying, we weren't tripping. Excuse me. And then quarterback sneak, you know, that never fails on the goal line. So that was pretty much happened. And then the rest of the game, it was just different. They started playing us different.
When Grayson stepped in late in the game, did you tell him anything before his first snaps?
Yeah, I actually told him whatever you saw on the sideline that I wasn't seeing, go ahead and attack it. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably was seeing stuff I didn't see. And, you know, he's a little taller than me. But I told him, you know, just got there, protect yourself, do good, and don't worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Lead the team. Do as best you can do.
Anything else, guys? Thanks, Keyone.
Thank you.
Senior linebacker, Donovan Manuel. Take a question.
How y'all doing?
I think you have four forced fumbles, hard to say, this year. What's the secret to being able to do that and jar the ball loose?
Just chasing the ball, really attacking the ball. The one I had tonight was just effort. You know, our coaches always preach attack the ball, and we knew they didn't have great ball security watching film this week, so we knew they was gonna give us something.
Is that something that you're trying to do, trying to rip the ball away, or you trying to make the tackle first, and if the ball jars loose?
If I'm the first person to the ball, I'm always trying to make the tackle. The second guy is usually taught to strip the ball away. But, of course, like, turnovers win games, right? So we're always trying to attack the ball each and every play.
Were you the first one to the ball on this one?
Yeah, I think the hit jarred it out.
As far as the loss, you guys have been in a good role. What do you think happened? Why do you think they got the better of you, if you had to break it down?
Football is a game of mistakes, and we made more mistakes than they did tonight. We didn't execute the game plan well. So now that is the biggest question is how we're going to respond, right? We got to watch the film, learn from it, grow from it, and get better over this next week and prepare for New Mexico State.
What's good about this Liberty offense? Obviously, 2 guys rushing for over 100 yards, getting Salter in for 83, pass for 156. Just what's that about?
They had a pretty good scheme. It's always difficult playing an option team. Usually, if one guy doesn't do that job, it's a touchdown, right? You know, in defense, if a guy makes a mistake, it's a touchdown. On offense, you get to punt the ball. So that's the difference. We didn't execute well, so that's why we got the result we got today.
How do you flush this one moving on to the New Mexico State?
You got to take the losses the same way you take the wins, right? Flush it, win a loss, move on, grow from it, learn from it, and prepare for the next game.
What are your thoughts on Wednesday night? It's a different night of the week to be playing. It'll also be, I think all 4 will be TV games. What are your thoughts on that?
It's great that we're on national TV to show what we can do. It is different playing on a Wednesday. The schedule is going to be different, so we have to get adjusted to that. I know I never played on a Wednesday, so it'll be a little bit different for me too as well.
What were your thoughts on Jamal Potts, 8 tackles tonight, leading all defenders, along with CJ Christian's deep interception?
Those guys are special, man. They come to work every day. They work hard every day, and they're leaders as well on this team. It's not just me or Pimo, whoever, but they come in and work. They do their assignment day in and day out. And I want to say like usually an inside linebacker leads, but Potts hits just like a linebacker, so it's not surprising.
Anything else, guys? Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.